Well, my name is Herman Ouseley. I'm a member of the House of Lords. I've been the CEO of a number of large local authorities, and I also run a large voluntary organisation called Kick It Out to tackle racism and other discrimination in football. The most important person in my life has been my mother, who taught me about my work ethic, about the public service ethos. She was a great woman who was a nurse. We came from Guyana, and she taught me everything that I know to help me to become who I am, and she's been a great inspiration. Not only was she a nurse, she was a trade union organizer, organizing black women in the struggles in low-paid jobs, and she introduced me to trade unionism, which I wasn't interested in. So I owe a lot to my mother. You don't really realize how much she played a part in your life until you're much older and you realize a lot of your inner strength has come from seeing her come through struggle. And of course, growing up, there were many people who were inspirational. You know, having met someone like Nelson Mandela, and I was lucky to meet him on 3 occasions, you get a real lift. And some of the things I've done in my life, and meeting people, for instance, I had a great occasion of meeting Stevie Wonder back in 1984 here in London. And so things like that give you a boost in life, but they're people you admire and you look up to. But someone who's been part of your fabric from the moment you were born, you don't realize how much that has played a part in shaping you until later on in life when you can reflect on it. I think the Powerlist magazine is so important because it gives people something to identify with, to show that the reality of society in Britain and in anywhere is that people with power make things happen. And it's about showing that there are people within the black communities who have power and who need to recognize the importance of bringing that together, aspiring not only to achieve for yourself and being prominent in decision making, but also to collaborate with others to really add value and strength and synergy to get people to see that aspiring to power is not just about accumulating wealth and power for the decision making, but it's also about how you can influence change and make things happen to help others. And so I think having something you can identify with people who you want to be like, and also for those people to demonstrate who are part of that, how they can contribute to others and raising their aspirations. It's a very critical part of how we move forward as a community within society. My advice to people would be persevere. Persevere has been a very key word in my life. And for most people, you're not going to get what you want when you want it. And don't give up. And for me, perseverance means sticking at it. You may get a disappointment, it can be a downer. If you give up, that's finished. But you've got to persevere. And I've had many examples where people have said to me, you know, that's not the right move, but I've stuck with it, worked hard at it, and then find that it's worked out. And I always say to people, you've got to stick with things. If you believe in it, if you believe it's the right path, work hard, stick with it. Don't give up. Don't just bang your head against the brick wall because that gives you a headache. Really focus on any weaknesses within yourself, not always just looking to blame others for your own failure. And perseverance, I think it's called stickability as well, is really what I would give as advice to anyone as a tip that has worked for me.